Good evening or good morning, everyone. We have today Dr. Huong in the house to create the good morning feeling for our Grow with Jen podcast, where we will welcome our dear friends, dear mentors, coaches, and entrepreneurs, leaders to really bring their story to life so it can ignite your own story of making a difference. And today I am honored and I'm grateful to have Dr. Huong, dear friend, dear mentor, dear coach, dear entrepreneur, dear doctor. And I have had the chance to join Dr. Huong in her journey of shifting her identity, her mindset, her capability, and her impact. And I believe that one of the most challenging things that we need to do in our life is to actually let go of our previous identity who mm, actually like very successful and very impactful to welcome a new identity to make even bigger impact. And let's us have Dr. Huong today to create that journey together. So come on in, Dr. Huong. Let's get to know you.
Hi, Jen. Thank you very much for inviting me to your podcast. Uh, it's really make me curious and excited because I don't know what you will ask me and how things will happen because this is my first time to join with you. So, hi everyone. Very nice to be with you as always.
Yeah, as always, which means that we have been together in other platform, and today it's very nice to really co-create this story so everyone who is listening to us right now or later on can actually create their next story in 2024, right? The next impactful story. And we have the one and only one, Dr. Huong, who actually rocked the whole community of Hanoi Entrepreneur Community last time because she came and she brought the energy and the enthusiasm. So today we really want to look back to her journey. How does she actually create her new identity and how did she make that shift in her mindset, her capacity? So we really like to start off with a question. How would you describe Dr. Huong in the version when you was around 20 years old and 30 years old and 40 years old?
Yes. So as you see that my background as a medical doctor. And I graduated from Hanoi Medical University in 1997.
Mhm.
And after that, I did my master in Mahidol University in Thailand in 2000 and 2001.
Mm.
And 2006, I start my PhD and I graduate in 2012 in Karolinska Institute in Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I still continue working for Hanoi Medical University uh, as a lecturer and researcher. Yeah. So, yeah, that is how I am.
Okay, that was a previous, let's say, main identity, a main role. How did you make that decision of studying that or of going to Sweden or of teaching in where you're teaching right now? What was that decision mechanism?
Yes, when I was a schoolgirl, I decided to be a medical student because I wish to help the patient. And when I graduate the medical school, I decide to be a lecturer and researcher in university because I think that if I am a medical doctor, I can help or treat for hundreds or thousands patients. But if I am a good lecturer, I could help many thousand medical doctors and those can help a lot of patients. So I can multiple the impact.
Mm.
And when I decide to be a PhD, I think that if I'm a good researcher,
Mm.
I can find out the better solution for uh, whatever we cope
Mm.
with the patient's difficulty.
Mm.
So with that therapy or solution, I also can help a lot of patients years and years, and even after I die. Yeah, that is how I decide to be those
Mm.
identity
So
lifetime.
how could a person who listening to it right now can actually find out the element so they can base on that to say that is the next thing I need to do? How do you define that is the thing that based on that I have to make this move, I have to be here, I have to do this.
Um, I think the most important thing is whatever I do, I really wish to help other people
Mm.
in the better way with a larger number.
Mm.
So that is the main things.
So how did you define that you want to help people and it is important to you? Because some people maybe they have another way to make a decision, right? How did you define that helping people and even more people is something we can call your life mission, right? How did you really see that that is something that I have to pursue in my long life career?
Yeah, actually, I don't know because I just feel happy when I
Wow.
can help someone. Even like when I was a school girl, if I can help my classmate with to have a better uh, grade in the class, then I feel happy.
Mm.
So because of those kind of happy, so the more people I help, the more I feel happy.
Wow. So the thing we can take away from here is like we experience things and we can actually check in our feeling and we
Yes,
can know like what is that thing with the feeling that we have right now and what is the way to actually even leverage that. So that how we actually can call something become like a life mission, right? By experiencing and then checking in what we feel. Did you actually make any decision to actually help other people, but it turned out to be something not really good, but later on it become a good thing. So it's like it was a decision coming from wanting to help others, but then it didn't turn out well at the beginning, but then later on it turned out well.
let me see. Yeah, actually, I don't really remember those kind of things.
So like in the end, it's actually come together, right? In the big
Yeah,
picture.
because whatever I do or I help someone, I decide to help someone, I do with my best.
Mm.
So usually we have a certain result, and and those things, yeah, help us move on.
Mm. Yeah, so the idea like you have that big picture, so that's why you always feel that you are on that journey and everything actually comes to support each other, right?
Yes.
So maybe even bad thing happen, but you will look at it as part of the journey.
Yes, and we will think how to overcome those challenges. We don't
Mm.
think that is a bad thing, but we think as a challenge that we need to overcome. And
Oh.
when we overcome, then usually we get good result. And usually we we overcome together.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
not
So
do it
that's
by myself.
powerful. Mm. Yeah, very powerful. So together, right? So let's move a little bit like closer to where we are now. You want to help more people, and then you decided that you need to shift to the identity of an entrepreneur, or what was that journey? How was that journey looking like? Yeah.
Yes, we yes, like when I was the in back 2003.
Mm-hmm.
After I finished my master degree in 2001,
Mm.
then I come back to Hanoi Medical University. I think,
Mm.
oh, if I can share what I have learned in Thailand together with my students. Then they can shorten way to be success. So I start sharing whatever I learned from abroad to my students, from English to research methodology, to get them into my study. And together with them, we formed the dream that I could support them to go abroad sooner than get better training.
Oh.
Yes, so with that kind of dream, we do it together. And in 2016, some of my students can get the scholarship to the best university in the world, like Harvard University. Yes, and 2019, some of our students also get a scholarship to be PhD in Harvard University. So yeah, we learn that when we share the things together, we can get the things better than our own individually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from individual to become more collective, right? So how was that linking to your entrepreneurship journey? Because we had a chance to really work with Dr. Huong and see how she actually shifted her identity to be more entrepreneurial. And it was a very like, I think like a bold move because you have done the other role nicely and very many opportunities come to you as that role and now moving to entrepreneurial journey. What was that decision process? And yeah, how was that happening at that moment? Like, okay, I had to shift that mindset.
Uh, you know that after I got my PhD,
Mm,
I think that we just start the journey as a good researcher.
mm,
So when I come back to Vietnam, I formed Dinh Thanh Huong Institute of Medicine, where we focus on the breakthrough
mm,
study and focus on the difficult to treat disease.
mm,
And we also learn that if we have a good result, then we need more patients to uh, to have it.
yeah.
And in order to have a more patients to have it, then we need to commercialize. And what I learned from Sweden is that many professors they have their own company to commercialize their study, to commercialize their research result, to serve society in the better way to larger number, and not only serve for the Swedish people, but they serve the people in the world. So I
Mm,
also come up with that dream. I wish that my study result also can serve not only Vietnamese people, but also can serve the people in all over the world.
wow.
So that setting my dream up
That's
to
it
date.
was like inspiring to actually see the power of having that entrepreneurial mindset and the tool to actually leverage on your mission, right? So it was like a inspiring period of time. What was that decision? Because I think the the inspiration is the first step, and then after that, how did you actually say, okay, now in my agenda, the agenda of a researcher and the agenda of an entrepreneur, do you see like it difference and how actually you shift from one to the other one? Yeah.
I actually cannot clearly define when, but in my dissertation in Karolinska Institute,
Mm,
my supervisor after my PhD dissertation, she
mm,
told me that I found out that in your instinct, you are an entrepreneur. And I really don't catch up that
ah,
the comment. But after we got the good result from Nguyen Thi Thanh Huong Institute, we also need that the result have to go to the society and serve our patient. So we learn how to do the business. We learn how to ask the people to help us to bring the research result to the society. And that is the way we go flow with the things to achieve our dream. So I think the identity maybe come along with our dream.
Yeah. So it's like a cultivated on the journey, and it's actually like supporting each other. So do you really like feel like you made a transformation of something that was really good before as a researcher, but as an entrepreneur, you had to let go and then had to shift that, even it was good before, but maybe you need to shift to another way. Because I know that there's a lot of people maybe listening to it right now, myself, engineers or scientists or researchers, and we sometimes we have something that really good in that particular field, but when we shift to the next journey, we had to let go something.
I think because I myself would work with my dream. So I still consider myself as a researcher. But I need to bring the research result to the society. So I decide to learn the new thing. For example, learn how to do business, learn how to calculate the financial things. So, my main point is not shifting, but the leading thing is our dream. And in order to achieve our dream, we will be willing to learn whatever we need.
Yep, I
to
got
achieve our dream. So not because we shift from the researcher to the entrepreneur. No, we can have everything in us to achieve our dream. We don't need to shift or transforming. We can enhance our thing into different things to achieve our dream. That is my point of view.
Yeah, I just feel like it's so beautiful that where we have a bigger picture, and the bigger picture, our dream or our mission, is bigger than anything else, which means that bigger than challenges that you said, bigger than any excuses that we have, bigger than any limitation that we have. So we have to evolve and cultivate what needed, mindset or
Yes.
skill to really like exercise what we have inside and surround us to achieve the dream, and because it's important, right? So
Yes.
I believe that our audience here can actually feel that energy and feel that, because the dream is so important, so everything else becomes
Yes.
secondary. If we need some to learn something, if we need to enhance something, we're going to do that, because I think you are a great example as a leader, as whatever you call it, in the program that we had together. And Dr. Huong was just sitting there, and she observed everything that she could. And I just thought like that lifelong learner, no matter where you are in your life, is just so important. So thank you for being a great example on that. And I think we kind of move a little bit on the entrepreneurial life, right? If somebody who listening to it right now, they may also have a dream, and they may have their own identity, but they need to upgrade it and they need to enhance it. So what would be your three, let's say, takeaways for them to actually make it happen? Yeah, to cultivate the new identity, to achieve the dream, because it's important.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is our dream. So if you define what is the most valuable of yourself, and and you would like to share that valuable to other people or to the society to make things better, to make life of other people better, to make
Mm,
the society better, then that is the most important thing you need to define
mm,
and work with that. So as long as you define your dream and you will find your journey is a more meaningful, is more happy. And of course, when we work towards our dream, we will face certain difficulties. But we don't think that is too much difficult. Things always have the way to address. So if we overcome that challenge, we will be grow
mm,
and we will feel more confident. And the important things to lead you, that is your dream.
mm.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And then you will find the people along the way too, because you're talking about the collective, right?
Yes.
Can you share a little bit about that? You actually find people on the way to align with the new journey or next stage of their dream, right? How can you actually bring in people to join your dream?
Yeah, for example, uh, when we meet, when in 2003, when I meet uh, our student in Hanoi Medical University, and I learned that they also wish to go abroad to study.
Mm,
So I start working to help them to achieve their dream.
mm,
And I found out that when I help them to achieve their dream, I also can enhance my leadership. And the more we go together, the first I just can advise them to participate um, in the interview for
mm,
the uh, exchange program for a very short time, like 3 months. But
mm,
when they got the scholarship for 3 months to Australia, and then they come back, they share with me that, oh, I thank you very much because the time I work with you, I know what is a PubMed. During that 2003, you know that not so many people know what PubMed means. And because I know how to read the paper from the PubMed,
mm,
so I got the scholarship. So they thanks me for that reason. And
mm.
that made me very happy. And I feel that, oh, the daily work, uh, I can help certain students to achieve their dream. So that helped me to um, extend the number that I can help. And whatever they get the result, they share with me and we share with each other. So yeah, that is how we go together in the long way and even up to date.
Yeah, and it's actually again to reinforce that when you have a dream and then you will have people around, like if you are really dedicated to that and people can actually feel it and they can also join you on the journey. And I think that is a feeling that Dr. Hương has created for any single person who has met her on her journey. So thank for that dedication because I think we needed it in our life where we may get a lot of distraction and we may get a lot of disempowering things, but then when we can actually tune in to this kind of energy, the possibility as Dr. Thương has, I think we're gonna get it going. So we kind of like go to the 5 second question and answer. It means that Dr. Hương gonna answer in 5 seconds, but I think we don't limit 5 seconds. So feel free to answer, but it is more like a short question and short answer, so people can get to know you in different angles. And we collect the questions from the audience. So the first one will be, in 5 seconds, if you will. Tell us about one thing that you learned about yourself when you enhance your entrepreneurial mindset that you didn't know when you was a researcher.
Um, I really don't know.
This is difficult, right? I love that one. Okay, that is the one. Okay, so let's talk about the same question, but in another way. Right? What did you learn about other people when you developed your entrepreneurial mindset that you didn't know when you was a researcher? You don't know?
No, I don't know because I don't be trapped with the identity.
Oh, that's nice. So that's why you harmony, right? Very focused. The message comes across from the beginning until the end. So
Yeah,
the next
I
question.
say I don't be trapped with the identity. Whatever, whether I'm the medical doctor or I am the researcher or I
Uh,
am the entrepreneur, I go with my dream. So I
yeah. So this
never
is
be
we
trapped
all
with
become
the
like that.
identity.
Yep. That's beautiful because this is the two only. So the next one would be if you need to enhance another aspect to go closer to your dream, what would be that one thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I will always be willing to study.
Yeah. Thank you. That actually like has been coming across very clearly in the journey that we come together. And what would be the one habit every day when you wake up that you want us to do with you to achieve our dream?
Uh, I always think of um, the big dream is some we always think of the big dream and
Mm.
also the task I have to fulfill for that day to move closer to my dream.
So give the like imagine and reconnect to the big picture and then go one more step closer to that, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful. Very clear on the journey. And the next one would be like, what would be the one song that you think we should listen to achieve our dream more? That is a good question. What would be the one song that you think we should listen to inspire us to, okay, go on a dream?
I always love you.
I always love you. That is what you want to say to me, right? So I will take it.
Yeah. No,
So,
no, that is a song
oh,
of
that's a
Whitney
song.
Houston. That's the
Oh,
song I love very much.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's beautiful because I feel like you give it to me too. So I know that Thai is actually wanting to say something for us really wrap up today, and I like you to give the audience a challenge so they can go home today, not chapping by their identity now, but letting their dream to decide what is the action they need to take, what is the identity they need to develop, what is the skill set, so they can actually work on the bigger picture rather than on one particular identity or one particular skill, but work on their really like unlimited potential in a way. So that would
Right.
be one challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we must be very careful to define our dream
Mm.
because that leads our daily activity.
Mm. Yep.
So I would like you to define the dream in 5 years
Uh,
and also the biggest dream of your life. What would
mm.
you like to achieve? And also in 5 years, in 1 year, in 1 month. Yes, so that is thing
Yeah.
I hope you could work on it.
Thank you. And I can see the universe turn off the light to actually let us dream now, to really dream our dream. So yeah, thank you to give us this one. And if you have the dream, as the Dr. Hương said, every day you wake up, you can reconnect with it and live into it with your mind and your action. And yeah, as life goes on, we goes on, and our dream is like day by day created by us. And thank you, Dr. Hương, for bringing our dream to life today. We love you as always. I always love you. We always love you. And all your energy, your dedication, your mission with the DTH Holdings. And we believe that many more people need your energy, your love.